Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. Welcome again in my video. Okay, this video I will make a video about review journal with the title Developing an ELT Instructional Model for Vocational High School Student at Tourism Zones. Alright, we are continue to the material. Recently, the Lombok Tourism Development has established a refinement after facing several earthquakes. In other words, Lombok promotes the highest contribution to the national government economy. Because of these issues, the vocational of high school which have tourism study programs should let their students in foreign language communication. Teaching English for a specific purpose needs a precise instructional model because ELT teachers apply the ELT model for a different objectives. Therefore, learners study English for different purpose. For vocational high school students, they learn English to help them to communication in the workplace. In senior or junior high school, scientific-based instruction has been applied to help students learn English and even other subjects. Therefore, this study will be aimed at developing an instructional model for vocational high school students in tourism zones. Introduction Lombok is one of the tourism areas visited by international tourists in Indonesia, although other provinces are already established. English language teaching or ELT nowadays emphasizes its learning goals in communicate skill. Language learners study English for the sake of gaining communication ability. In an ELT vocational high school, students are directed to have specific communicative skill to be applied later in the workplace. They are given ELT materials to help them communicate in the real working situation. Therefore, what students learn in school should be in line with their future profession. Added to this, ELT teachers have to develop their instructional materials related to student needs later in the workplace. ELT teachers in vocational high school have to support and provide the student instructional materials by applying English for specific course or purpose in line with the learning context of the study program. Compared with other educational institutions, ELT model at the vocational high school is more specific. According to the regulation of National Education Minister on 2006, ELT teachers in vocational high school should require students with English communicative competence so as to help them communicate based on their expert field. In other words, students should be able to communicate in English as international communication. Students are expected not only they are capable of mastering their tourist knowledge, but also they have to be able to communicate in English as an international language. English is a means of communication globally. In fact, most of vocational high school that have skilled graduates in their minor expertise in chemical analysis didn't have enough communicative competence in English. ELT teachers should be appropriate English material for their students. The need of developing appropriate ELT instructional material for vocational high school students should be related to the goals of English teaching and learning. To attain the goal of the ELT instruction, teacher must consider some aspect of language instruction such as the ELT methodology, teaching media, classroom management, and instructional materials. On modeling 2016 state providing appropriate English instructional materials play a crucial role of equip the ELT processes because it can be useful to facilitate learners to obtain the goals of ELT instruction. In addition, the instructional materials provided can be utilized as a measurement of the language of the promote students in gaining their high English proficiencies. Unfortunately, the LT instructional materials that are appropriate qualified and prices for student learning needs are still limited. English instructional materials are not still designed and developed thoroughly in line with student target needs learning and learning needs found in some vocational high school in tourism zones. This study is conducted in vocational high school in Senggigi as a tourism zone as West Lombok. There are some Irawan, Frank, and Degani developing an ELT instructional. Students who take the study programs are required to have the sufficient English communication. Consequently, ELT teachers should administer their English instruction processes so that students are able to be facilitated to learn English effectively. In fact, the existing instructional material for hotel communication are designed to generate insufficient to help students practice much more their English skill. Based on the preliminary observation and interview, the instructional materials at vocational high school in tourism are referred to standard of contents, which cover the standard of competence and basic competence. Okay, that's all for me. I'm sorry if I have a mistake. I'm Fenny Pramita. See you and bye-bye.